You're watching a dragon boat race from Zigui County in central China's Hubei province. This is a river in the Zigui County. As you can see, the athletes are getting ready to the competition. Well, just now they already have several rounds of competition. And then right now you're about to see is the strongest among the strongest, and they're about to have a final 1 or 2 rounds of competition of the dragon boat race. Good morning, we greet you from a very bright and sunny morning in Zigui County, central China's Hubei province. My name is Qu Yuan, live from Zigui. And we bring you from CGTN's all platforms, from Facebook to Twitter, from Weibo to our social media app account. So if you stay tuned to our all media platforms, if you have any questions, please do post your questions on Facebook and Twitter. We'll keep watching on that, and we will bring you live of the most exciting, and it's being said is the most authentic dragon boat race. Why would I say this is the most authentic? Well, this is the birthplace of Qu Yuan. Qu Yuan is a patriot who was born in the Zigui County, and he was a poet as well. He was well loved by the people over here, and he served as a national minister for Zhou Emperor back in 300 BC. When the Zhou dynasty was replaced by Qin, he felt himself into desperate, so he threw himself into a river, and people, because he was so well loved by people, so people was trying so hard to search for him, and that's why people kind of boat on the river to look for his body. They end up finding nothing, so they put up they wrap up zongs, a kind of a sticky rice bundle, and throw it into the river in order to have the fish eating the bundles so that they won't eat Qu Yuan's body. But anyway, making the zongs as well as racing on the river has already become a tradition. I already hear the beginning point. So right now you are about to see several groups of people, several groups of boats. I think there are teams from all over China kind of race against each other, and so there they are. I can feel the atmosphere. I can also hear from the audience place, people are shouting to the athletes and bringing more encouragement to the team. From the angle while we are watching, I can see the blue boat is right ahead of the rest of the ones. So you can hear the drum that was used to keep the rhythm of the boat so that people would make the same push at the same time so that the boat will travel as fast as it can. It's pretty intense, but at the same time very joyful. You can certainly hear the atmosphere where people were making the noise when they are pushing forward and encouraging each other. Now, the Duanwu festival marks on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month. It's the festival when Chinese people remember Qu Yuan to appreciate the value of patriotic spirit. And China makes it a public holiday in 2008. It looks like another boat is trying to catch up the first one. You probably can witness the two teams are kind of catching up each other. So who will be the winner for this round? We'll see. Very likely the one who is closer to us will about to win. Let's see. They're about to reach their final point. Wow. So it looks like we are about to have a winner soon. This is a very exhausting sport, as you can tell, when you're reaching the final point. it's a very exhausting sport. Okay, I can hear the hooray, I can hear the cheers. Okay, this is another round. Well, today we'll have a multiple rounds of dragon boat racing, so you'll be able to witness the most authentic dragon boat festival where people raced on the river. So hear that cheer? That's how people kind of celebrate the champion. Okay, joining us is a local resident, Ms. Deng Lishan. Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Can you introduce us a little bit? What's your name and what do you
Okay,
do?
my name is Deng Libing. I'm an English teacher from Experimental Middle School in Zigui County. Yes, welcome to our hometown. Welcome to Zigui. Yes.
Thank you so much. I know that when we're coming the holiday, children are the group of people who are most excited. Are you students excited about the Duanwu festival?
Yes, for our children in our Zigui County, for our students, they are very fond of this festival because at first they can have 3 days of holiday. Yes, you know this is a public holiday, and second they can watch some beautiful celebrations and some dances and some dragon boat races, and also you know the day before yesterday on May
The 3rd.
The third, yes. All the students from pupil students and from our middle school students and from junior high school students, they got together on Qu Yuan Square, and we have set the Guinness record of making zongzi. There are about 9,000 people gathering there to make zongzi. Yes, I think most of the people are our students. Yes, most of the we have practiced making zongzi for several days, and I think our students are very serious about this, about setting the Guinness record for this festival. Yes.
Yes, so just to give you a little bit background, so the day before yesterday, the Zigui County people kind of broke a world Guinness record by the most people making zongzi, sticky rice bundles all together. So basically what they did is that they continuously wrapping zongzi for continuously 8 minutes, and the first
8 minutes.
in 8 minutes. Yeah. So nobody should stop by that period of time, and they're required to make the first zongzi within a 5 minute, and then they have to keep riding until the rest of the 3 minutes, and that count as one person who successfully made the zongzi, continuously make the zongzi. So, and it ends up with more than 9,000 people, almost 10,000 people. Well, actually they gathered way more than that, but somebody basically quit in the middle because they didn't fulfill the rule. But basically, some of them, more than 9,000 people broke the record, and many people kind of because we also had a live show at that time. So I saw a lot of comments on Facebook. I saw a lot of comments on Weibo. Many people will say this is a very interesting activity.
It's amazing, yes, it's an amazing activity. It's good for our students to know some traditional cultural heritage of this festival. I think it's good for their health and their mind and their body, yes.
Yes, and also I talked with several students, and many people would say, I'm so proud being a Chinese, and people will say, maybe people would doubt, okay, this is a little fake. I think this is something that a most effective way of patriotic education, you know, having the students, having the children engage with kind of a cultural based activity. It's not something that come from nowhere. It has a kind of a cultural root. So many people kind of praise the cultural heritage, kind of praise the good of kind of being a Chinese national. So what else do the students do during the Dragon Boat Festival?
You know, in school, in our school, in class, I introduced something about Qu Yuan to my own students, such as Qu Yuan's famous poets and famous poems and other famous activities to honor our Qu Yuan. And I think, but students should go out to experience, to experience this kind of festival. So every year on this day, we will take our students to go to our Qu Yuan Square and to take part in the famous celebrations of the Dragon Boat Festival. And sometimes our students may, last year I remembered our students have some good performances for this festival, and their videos are recorded by your CCTV. Yes.
So that's a very incredible achievement. Over that angle, I can see another round of competitors and athletes are getting onto the boat. Some people are getting off the boat, so they're taking another turn of competition. Well, you just mentioned that students have a lot of activities during the Dragon Boat Festival. Do they understand what's really going? Do they understand?
Of course, I think about 10 years ago, I think our students can't understand why our Zigui County pay more attention to this festival. But as time went by, and our government will have paid more attention to these Dragon Boat festivals, so I think students can feel the atmosphere of this festival, and then with the teachers' help and with the government's help and with their parents' help, I think now the students in our Zigui County are all very proud of being Zigui people or being the students in Zigui, and they are very happy to take part in these activities and be a partner of this festival. I think they are very happy. Yes, they are very excited about making zongzi like the day before yesterday, I think.
Do they by any chance kind of participate to the boat racing competition?
But I think for
it's too athletic, right?
Yes, for the students, I think it's a pity that because the government or our teachers should pay more attention to the safety of our students. So the safety is the first important thing for the young students.
Okay.
So you say for students, I think it's not enough. It's not safe enough to join in this dragon boat races.
But certainly this is a very incredible team building because, given the fact that for companies and universities, this is a very good chance for team building. Given the fact that colleagues and friends get together and then working on something all together. What do you think is the good point? What do you think the advantage of having this kind of athletic activity?
I think the first advantage of this activity is that make the people around the world know our Zigui County, and it's good for our tourist economy. And through these activities, I think through these sports activities around the China or around the world, I think more and more foreigners or tourists will come to our Zigui County to have a visit of the beautiful sceneries, like you say, the Three Gorges Dam and the Qu Yuan Temple, and many beautiful sceneries. I think this is the first advantage. And second, I think this is the true spirit of Zigui people. Yes, we can learn from these activities, then the teamwork, and learn the spirit of teamwork, the spirit of patriotic spirits, and I think we will, as a Zigui person, I think we will work together or pull together to make our hometown more and more beautiful, I think.
And also you have more spare time to kind of engage in all of these because you have a 3-day weekend.
Sorry, I think for me, I think it's a pity because my students will take part in an important examination on June the 20th.
So basically, the finals are coming, by the way, every year at this time.
But so this examination can make them to decide which good senior high school they can take part in, they can enter. So tomorrow. So it's a pity I only have 2 days off.
Right. And speaking of students, today is also the first day of college entrance examination, which is Gaokao. Having the same activity over here is also best them good luck and fortune to their during their exams.
Yes.
Now we talk about holiday. The Dragon Boat Festival is recognized as a public holiday since 2008. It came after South Korea nominated the Dano Festival, which is equivalent to China's Duanwu, as an intangible cultural heritage property to the UNESCO list. And many Chinese were all of a sudden awakened by the fact that they would probably ignore the importance of their own festival because the culture's origin was indeed from China. So more and more people started to learn about Duanwu and celebrate it. China too registered a similar Dragon Boat Festival with UNESCO in 2011. And for the local here in Zigui County, the Dragon Boat Festival is kind of even more important than Lunar New Year. There's a saying, 端午比年大. What's your understanding of that?
You know, in our Zigui County, the Dragon Boat Festival is one of the most important festivals in our homeland. It's as important as the New Year. In some words, I think the Dragon Boat Festival are the time their families can get together to enjoy their lives and enjoy their public holidays. And in other words, I think for this festival, you know, this festival also are in front of the 2 important examinations, you know, and you know, Qu Yuan is the patriotic poems, and we are proud of him. So, you know, you can see the Dragon Boat races we can also consider it as we search for the Qu Yuan's body. Yes, we search for Qu Yuan's body, and so parents often before the two examinations, parents often go to the Qu Yuan Square to greet to Qu Yuan. Please bless my children, to have a good mark. Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Because Qu Yuan can does well in the examination.
Yes, because they think Qu Yuan does well in all of his jobs. Yes.
Okay. Because he is kind of a father of the Chinese poet. Because before he threw himself into the river, he kind of made the Li Sao, one of the very most popular poems in China. And many people, kind of Chinese descendants, are following this kind of poem and create kind of new types of saying and poem. That's why people this kind of figure, Asian figure, is so beloved by its people. When he threw himself into the river, people raced on the water to search for his body and making zones throw into the river.
And they can prevent the fish. They can make the fish to feed the fish and prevent our fish from eating Qu Yuan's body. Yes.
Exactly. So right now, what you're seeing, we're about to have a second round of race over here. And I can also already hear the announcement introducing the atlas of over here. I think there are 3 teams, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There are 4. There are 4 teams.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6.
Okay, so there are 6 teams altogether, and there is a competition coming up so that they will be able to have another round of winners. So all the winners from different rounds, they will have another final round of competition, which is fairly more competitive. Let's wait and see who will be the winner for this round. There is a 1-minute countdown. Now, Duanwu Chinese Dragon Festival is the 5th day of the 5th lunar month. So that's the way how people remember Qu Yuan, to appreciate the value of patriotic spirit. The beginning signal has already started, and you can see the people have already the boats has already racing against each other, and they're coming closer to us. Now, dragon boat racing is celebrated with fun and frolic in different locales.
This is a fellow competition. There are only 6 teams. The fellow competitions. Yes.
So today we'll be able to see a winner at this round.
Yes. Yes. We can see the first place, the winners, champion. You can hear the voice of drums with the drums beating, and with the flags waving, and with the people cheering up on the both sides of the Yangtze River. I think this is a very amazing activity.
Yes. And this is, by the way, is Yangtze River.
Yes,
so
Yangtze
it's a river that most people treat it as a mother river.
Yes, this is the mother river of me and of Chinese people. Yes. Number 6. Yes.
Far more ahead.
Yes, in blue T-shirts. And then number 3 or number 5?
I think it's number 5.
Number 5, yes, number 5. Second. Number 5 is a second.
So how would they celebrate the championship? Wow, there they are.
I think sometimes they will receive a little money. Yes, a little money as a champion gift.
For lunch?
Of course.
A big feast, probably.
Yes.
But
yes.
more importantly is their teamwork, is kind of the
Yes.
team building thing.
It's
right?
a kind of teamwork activity. It's a symbol of teamwork.
Okay, so while others are still in the team, so we're still stand by to see the very last dragon boat passing through the finishing line. And the winner has already get started with singing.
Yes. They sung together to celebrate as a champion in these races. You can their partners wave the flags to give them celebrations.
A welcome home celebration. Good job.
Yes, give them some congratulations.
Oh, I think they're not done.
They became stronger and stronger. Yes, more excited and excited. More and more excited.
Wow, I think soon they will have a very exciting kind of award ceremony back there. Once again, joining us is Dongwu local resident Deng Libin.
Yes.
So, what do you think the intangible cultural heritage mean to the Zigui County? What does it mean to you?
For me, I think at first, as a Zigui person, I must be proud of Qu Yuan. And the second, I think we should learn well of Qu Yuan's poems. And I think the third thing is that for our Zigui, for our homeland, I think Qu Yuan's spirit will influence all the people and during all people's lifetime.
As you can see, the winner is a team from Beijing, and their friends are coming down the bank and welcome the athletes. Looks like they will have fun for the rest of the day. It will be very meaningful for them. Travel afar from Beijing. I think they probably have raced in many other places. Also, given the fact that there are dragon boat festival in many dragon boat competition in many other parts of the world, not just in China. What do you think? What are the specialities in Zigui? What do you think? What special does Zigui has?
I think the first specialist of these races is the local people. The local people. not foreigners and not people in other parts of China, because our local people are very excited about these races, and they and in our lives, I think practicing dragon boat races become the important part of our lives for our local people. Yes. And this is the first special thing. I think the second special thing is that Qu Yuan is always with us of the river. Yes, I think Qu Yuan is always with us. This is a special thing of our Zigui. Yes.
Yes. Well, when I visit Zigui, because this is my third or fourth day here in Zigui, originally this is my first time here. My first impression is that is this a county? Well, it's not. It's not a county. It's the county that has kind of rooted in kind of a very deep rooted culture, and you guys have something like very distinctive compared with other parts of the world, and this is how the local government kind of developed the economy, developed its tourism industry, because given the fact that one of the most important thing for tourism is being distinct, being different from other parts of the places.
Yes, you can look at this period of place. Our Zigui County is a mountainous county. So I think 3 or 4 years ago, the economy of our Zigui is not very good, and there are many poor people in our homeland. But as the time went by and as the government pay more attention to our economy of our Zigui, I think the Mr. Lu pays more attention to the tourist economy. So I think the first important thing is the Dragon Boat Festival. We should make this festival be known to the world, all over the world. This is the first thing. I think the second economy is about agriculture. You know, our Zigui is also famous for navel orange. Yes, hello. Orange is a home to orange. There are many delicious oranges in different seasons. You know, in each season, or spring, summer, autumn, winter, there are many. Each season has its own delicious navel oranges.
Yes.
And also, I think another good agriculture product is the tea. The tea,
yes.
Qu Yuan tea. Yes,
Right.
is very famous.
Right.
So I think the second is the agricultural economy. I think the third, I think our industrial economy is not very. We don't have some advantages of the industry economy. So we must have the good organization of this festival and attract more people to come to our Zigui. Yes.
Also, I spoke with head of the Zigui County a few days ago, and he told me that one of the interesting things, because some of the intangible cultural heritage is diminishing because, for example, the drama, the Peking drama, something like that. There's some kind of a southern style of drama. But what they could do is to combine those kind of diminishing cultures with some kind of popular cultures. If you put them all together, you know, kind of the two cultures are kind of become more prosperous. For example, they put tea into the zongzi shape, the bundle shape thing, and that end up being kind of a new style, a new thing, and to kind of draw attention from people, to kind of attract people's attention. So what we're seeing right now is Sanxia. Can you tell us more about the Yangtze River and Sanxia?
I think at first the Yangtze River is our mother river. You know, at first, Yichang or Zigui is famous for our three gorgeous dam. And this dam brings us many good advantages to us. Every year or in every day, there are many tourists or visitors coming here to visit Three Gorges Dam and visit Qu Yuan Square and visit Sishi and visit Qu Yuan county. So I think the most important of the three gadgets the dam brings us is our safety. Yes,
Yeah.
it's our safety.
It's safety, right?
Yes, it protects us from being washed away by the water. Yes.
And also there's a fun fact over here because we don't say happy 端午, we say 端午安康, meaning to stay peace and healthy. It's the festival that Chinese people commemorate the ancient patriot Qu Yuan. We have mentioned, so it's the day we pay tributes, and that's why we don't say happy, but we won't deny that people probably are happy today due to the fact that they don't go to work today, but some students, as we mentioned, will gonna have examinations soon, but anyways, the Chinese is on a 3-day weekend. For the local people here in the Zigui County, the Dragon Boat Festival is even more important than the Lunar New Year. And that's why earlier today, thousands of people have gathered over here to celebrate the holiday. And this is a Chinese county that has its roots in Duanwu culture. People are proud of their identities, and the town counts on its tourism industry. But the Duanwu festival only lasts for a month every year in the early summer, so that's why the local government is branding its intangible cultural heritage for the town's long-lasting validity. So if you want to learn more about the Zigui's intangible cultural heritage products in the Duanwu festival, you should stay tuned to our CGTN's TV platforms, cable news platform, and we will bring you stories and live in tomorrow's show on CGTN's Global Watch at 4 GMT and Culture Express at 9:30 GMT. So any last words? Anything that you would like to comment?
Okay.
How do you think that your hometown will develop in future?
I think my homeland of Zigui, I think you should give us more chances and help us make our Zigui to known to all over the world. Yes.
How do you think that the county will be more competitive given the perspective of the international perspective? If you are a foreigner, if you come from outside of China, what do you think is the most attractive thing? What's the first thing you should do in Zigui?
I think the first thing is the transportation.
Transportation. That's interesting. Why?
Because there's no train and there's no airplanes. So this is a mountainous place. So I think transportation is very important. We should build some good transportation, and it's convenient for foreigners to come here. And we can come here by airplane. So it's very fast.
So basically, the infrastructure is also the next step that the local government is keep working on. Thank you, Ms. Dong. Thanks a lot. Okay, so just to give you more view over here as people are leaving the site and the Dragon Festival race, the Dragon Boat race is coming to an end, but very soon they will have a award ceremony. But let's just end up over here. I'm gonna tag out over here and have a big feast of the most kind of delicious Duanwu food. But before I go, another reminder, please stay tuned to our CGTN social media platforms for some of my stories about Zigui come up in tomorrow. It will pop up eventually in our social media platforms as well as TV platforms at 4 GMT and on Global Watch at 9:30 GMT on Culture Express. My name is Zhao Yunfei on behalf of camera Zhang Youzhe, Meng Mingwei, and assistant Xing Xuanmin. We thank you for your company. Bye-bye.